3 times he has savored the champion's moment of glory. Last year he sought yet another, but his quest ended abruptly, his hopes snatched away, leaving him to ponder the almost forgotten feeling of defeat. This victory would belong to one whose star shines as brightly as Jordan's. Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, and the Orlando Magic powered their way through Jordan's Bulls and would celebrate their march to the NBA Finals. This season, O'Neal has continued his dominant play as the Magic are once again among the league's best. Shaq seeks to return to the finals, still hungry for his first title, his first taste of glory. But Jordan has been even more spectacular, dazzling opponents and leading the Bulls to wins at a record-breaking pace. Again, he looks to add to his collection of championship trophies. And if Shaquille O'Neal is to have one of his own, he knows he will have to go through this man to get it. The opening tip, Anderson able to shake off Jordan and then shoots over Longley. So the Magic with a regular season at home dating back to last year. To tie the game. And finds Pippen for 3. Yes! The Bulls 5
on Friday.
Now single coverage on O'Neal, and Shaquille is able to take it right to Luke Longley. The Bulls on Hardaway, then he's around Grant for the reverse. The tip by Rodman. The Bulls lead. Rodman. Again, no double team. O'Neal. We may start seeing the double team. 3, including a big one against the Indiana Pacers. O'Neal. Shaquille has hit his first.
In making those shots, they won't really be concerned.
Open jumper to Jordan. Michael Jordan, who did not.
And starts laying it in or dunking it. Then we'll see the double.
Oh, excellent shooting start by both teams. Horace.
Well, he's got it about 4 or 5 times already.
Open shot for Grant.
He's been shooting the ball beautifully. He's shooting
with 19 technicals. And Hardaway makes it 14 by 3 for Longley, his first field goal. Here's Shaquille right back the line drive hook. Nice jump hook. Here's the double team on O'Neal. Good look as he finds Horace Grant.
Well, the Magic are reading every little double team there is.
To break up the pass. Pippen with the ball fake. What a move! And Horace Grant. Ball. Hopper on the run, feeding Longley. And he's tied the game at 18.
Well, this is the 124.
Hardaway, nice fake. What a move by Penny Hardaway, sliding his way on the
looking to score when he catches.
Anderson. Anderson going glass, putting the move on Pippen. Recovered by Longley. Just in deep. The 24. For 3.5 remaining in this first quarter. Hardaway knocks down the 3-pointer. 7th record in NBA history. The NBA record for an entire season is Jordan knocked down the 3. Hardaway finds him. Here's the double. O'Neal with some nice footwork. And it's the Magic 27. Pippen on the drive. Scottie Pippen flowing to the basket.
You want to take away Scottie Pippen's driving the basket. Just an overcommitment that time by Penny Hardaway coming out instead of just coming out under control and forcing Pippen to the baseline.
Matt Guokas and Ahmad Rashad from Chicago. Beautiful lead thrown by Brian Shaw. Kerr with the head fake to set up Kukoc for 3. Tony Kukoc. O'Neal, he's made his way over to the scorer's table. Scott rejected. Pippen for Kukoc. Backs it up for 3. Tony Kukoc with successive 3-pointers. The Bulls by 5. Here's Scott for 3. And Dennis Scott answers at the other. Dennis Scott with 165 3-pointers. And Brian Shaw has tied the game.
Harris did some of that last year and also did it when he was a member of the Bulls. He does it sometimes just because he needs it, as Tony Kukoc red hot.
7th, they split the previous 2. Here's Shaquille O'Neal, led beautifully by Brian Shaw. And the Bulls now lead by 3. This is the first time this season that Shaquille has faced the Bulls. Beautiful. Powerful slicing in this first half. Here's Shaquille O'Neal with the stuff, led beautifully. Shaquille with 13 points.
Down right in front of the baseline official, Tommy Nunez.
Hardaway for three. Looking for the screen, he found it. 6 with the best record in the NBA. The steal by Anderson and Hardaway uncontested. So that ties the game. At this point, Michael Jordan has not been himself. Goes last. 9 points for Jordan. About 5 minutes left in the half. Shot clock running down, and Wolf is able to hit. Joe Wolf, an excellent.
Chicago took Horace Grant.
Kept alive by Jordan and went to the fadeaway. Bulls. Shaw on the run, leading Hardaway. Penny Hardaway from Brian Shaw, and here's Pippen. And Rodman with the rebound, his 7th of the half. And then fires and comes up short in the first half. O'Neal pulling his way. Shaquille O'Neal, 7 of 11.
In foul shooter.
Jordan. Rodman with the tip. The basket counts and the foul. Foul committed by Horace Grant.
Well, Dennis Rodman always hanging around the basket, and as Shaq left to go double team, instead of getting, or not double team, but to try to block that shot, instead of getting the body.
Got for 3. Here's Pippen for Jordan, who's hanging. Jordan on the outlet from Scottie Pippen.
On Shaquille O'Neal coming off the shooter, Dennis Scott left him open for a wide open shot and then gambled and released on the play and got away with it. I think the strategy coming in for Chicago was not to give Dennis.
Pippen on the steal, taking from Scott and firing. A 3 for Scottie Pippen. And Chicago, as Jordan unleashes and hits to extend to a 5-point lead.
Here came out of the timeout running their triangle offense, got a nice little screen from Dennis Rodman for the jump shot. The Magic now going to try.
Hardaway guarding Jordan. Wellington with a pick. Jordan going. Good stuff. Nice pass. Grant returning the favor off the lead from O'Neal.
Spaces to the basket. Good pass, cut, and catch.
Hopper banks it home. Off the setup by Porter. Scott delivers to O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal just did get it to Pippen in the corner. 3-point attempt. What a play. Nice spin. O'Neal is fouled. The basket counts. And Shaquille will go to the line. Foul committed by Wellington.
The Bulls personal foul by Wellington. His 2nd.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal getting good position here, and Bill Wellington opening up the baseline, which is something he said yesterday he was going to do. Try to keep him out of the middle, but when the double team is going to come from the foul line area, there's no way that any double team can get there. The only way you could get double team.
Here's help from Rodman. Couldn't get over though. And Shaquille is now 10. Clock at 6. Shaquille O'Neal bailing out the Magic on that possession off. O'Neal was down court with Steve Kerr. Here's Pippen. Gives it back. Jordan. And the Bulls now lead 71.
Maybe a little bit tired. He's doing a very good defensive job on Hardaway so far in this 3rd quarter.
Hardaway.
Until then.
Got the friendly roll. Hardaway has field goal in the 30 at 18 at the half. Nice pass from Kukoc. It counts into the foul. Wellington from Kukoc by Koncak. Kukoc going glass. The top. At 1 point, Orlando led by 7. Hardaway posting up. Penny Hardaway has 22. Hopper is back. You saw the ice being applied to the hip just moments ago. Kukoc from 3. That's his 4th. There's Grant. Horace Grant. 5 5 of 6 from the Kukoc with no hesitation again from downtown in the fourth quarter. Here is Grant from deep. Horace Grant shooting well.
Taking the ball to the basket, and a strong post player as well.
Kukoc for 3. Who came on for Weddington a moment ago. Has the hook shot blocked by O'Neal. Slows it down with Rodman and Kukoc back.
We've got to be a little surprised why the Bulls did not once again really give Kukoc a long look as Nick Anderson nails one
For second half. And they have not done it with the usual big dunk. That man has done it. Goes with 22 points to tie a season high. Hardaway gets inside. 24 for Hardaway. Anderson. Nick Anderson with his 4th field goal. He
out did not just come down and double team Shaquille O'Neal at every opportunity. Played a one-on-one. He scored his points. Hardaway scored their points. But